There's no danger of starting a war. Nobody wants a war.
It's fucking sick, man. Some of these wild bastards on
Here's
here.
what was up. When I refused, they tried to have me
Oh,
killed.
man, it's fucking sick,
I
man.
was lucky. I was innocent. The important thing is that nothing interfered with our plans for the future. It was normal. Nothing is normal. You're wise and considerate, you know. You're great, I understand. There's nothing you want from me. Whatever I can do to help, Michael.
Yeah, it's too fucking toxic YouTube. That's the simple as. You know what I mean? You know, I'm one of the very few platforms where I don't take shit off people. I don't allow it. You understand? Use all enable people and you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Know what I mean? Fathers, I'll tell you what, he's a failing.
Such a thing could be possible.
He's a failing, not being a father. You know what I mean? Like, if you act like an animal, you can't expect your kids to act the same.
Small potatoes.
You know, I fucking hate dickheads like that. One second. Yeah, fucking. You know. You know, if you want to behave like fucking. You know. If you want to fucking. How are you supposed to inspire the next generation? When they're all fucking dickheads, man.
In my bedroom where my wife sleeps. When my children come and play with their toys. My energy. What can I do?
Holy shit. Got me a fucking bomb in that. Yeah, was it use your phone? Just to ring the
I don't understand. I don't. Look, I don't have your brain. Big deals. But this is a sweet. And I'm in Roth in Miami. He's backing up those son of a bitches. I know it. Why? Why do you ask me to lay down, Mike?
Can you ask George to send us his brother-in-law somewhere?
Time and water. They're trying to have you
Do
killed.
you reckon that'd be a gem? Right.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Look, let's get them all. Let's hit them all now while we got the muscle. This used to be my father's old study. It's changed. Remember, there used to be a big desk in here.
I wonder if that's still alive.
I remember when I was a kid, Frankie.
Oh,
It was
hello?
very quiet when you played in here.
Alright, mate, it's Stuart. Well, listen, when you're about, can you come and
I was
see me?
very happy that this house never went to
Do you
strangers.
reckon you'd be... Go on.
First
Do you
comments
reckon
took it over.
you'll definitely have a signing out in the house? Really sweet, well then I'll just try to people, I'll just come on whenever, yeah?
Drop me in this room.
You know, that's me. You
Keep your friends close.
Yeah, man.
Keep your enemies close.
Yeah,
Now, if
I don't know,
see
Curtis is, you know where Curtis...
the Lord of others fade,
He told me to walk down.
he's gonna think his relationship.
You know where the phone box used to be? Do you ever see where the van is?
That's what I wanted to think.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Keep it alive.
He's one of the fucking Cheswoods. He drives a big white Audi, like Dave. Is that what? Could be. I don't know. Oh fuck. You're fucking crazy. Oh, I'm watching The Godfather. You know where you are. Oh, what the fuck? Hello, honey. Ugh. Yeah, I bet it's nice.
Guys lied to me. I want you to call me anymore. I don't know what you're talking about. I got nobody here. Play in the car, Chich. Hey, it's okay, Chich.
Yeah.
What's this?
Tell you what, YouTube, it's turned into a bucket of shit, man. How the fucking people expect their kids to do anything and what have you when you have fucking role models like that. You know.
Yeah, we're all real happy about your decision, Frankie.
I fucking had enough of sitting there saying nothing. And people think it's acceptable to talk about fucking children with disability. I have a pain in me bollocks with this, Pablo. You know what I mean? YouTube, honestly. That's, like I said, there's not many men on YouTube, Pablo, because if that's how you behave around your children, I feel sorry for them. Shout out to Dave Smithers for saying what he said. You know, and having the bollocks to say what everyone else is thinking, but I'll say it as well. You know, I've brought my kids up to be respectful, to be law-abiding citizens, not dragged up. You understand? How do you expect your children to be the next fucking leaders of tomorrow when they're dragged up like animals? Animals are better read. What the fuck was that last night? What? Now, Pablo, I don't watch YouTube, never. I seen a message off Dave and I was like, fucking disgusting. No, sorry. Someone sent me a video. Now, I have a lot of respect for Dave because he's out fucking walking. Yeah, I love you, darling. He's out fucking walking for his fucking kids. And you know what? I believe him when he says he teaches his kids the right way. You know, like, yous are fathers, some of yous, and yous are acting like that. You know, what if it was your child that had, say, a disability or, you know what I mean? You wouldn't fucking like it. That goes to show you the kind of people you're dealing with on here. Your kids will never be anything if that's how they are. And you know what? They be little bastards. You know, they turn into housebreakers and fucking all that shit. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I fear single parent families, because there's no role model in the house, so the kids are dragged up. No daddy in your house. Yeah, well, there was a daddy in mine, I tell you. And ain't I ever done wrong. I was fucking chastised, but I didn't grow up too bad. You know, I guided my own man to university. Hey, he could have gone to the military. Fuck that. That was my dream, not his. It's not his kind of work. Pardon. And everybody goes on these lives because they're entertainment. It is fucking vile, and I'm a pain in me bollocks with it, bro. Hey, Jim. Like, If that's how you expect the next generation of leaders, you know, God help the future. Alright, Jimmy, how's everybody? Jimmy, my condolences, brother. Good morning, Raymondo, Docs, Pablo, Zeus. Lads, I don't know what to tell you. You see, I was raised by a proper discipline. I needed discipline, yeah. I don't believe in any kids myself. I used the method of encouragement with me only one, me only boy, without putting a hand on him. Making sure he knows you don't answer your elders, even if they're wrong, they're right. Do you understand? You fucking speak back to an old person or someone older than you and you belong to me, you'll know about it. I raised my children to be law-abiding citizens, not like their daddy, right? And I managed to achieve that, thank God. But I don't watch lives, and I had to watch a few things last night, and I swear to God, man, I was fucking frothing at the mouth. Now, this was only brought to my attention this morning. A few people posted it, so I went and had a look, and I was like, who is trying to kid? You know, see me, yeah, I'm not perfect and all, but, you know, see if I answered somebody up in front of my granny or my mother as a kid, which I wouldn't, because I knew me role, you know. Like I said, YouTube has everyone brainwashed. People go into these people's lives and call them friend. You're no friend of mine if that's the company you keep. You know what I mean? I don't like answering for other people's fucking. Yeah, two things you can't fucking stop. And it's the words that come out of your mouth and the bullets that you send. Anyway, Pablo, I'm doing great. I've not had a bag of Haribos for a week. Don't do drugs. I'm working on my cholesterol at the minute. But that was shocking what went on last night. You know, YouTube's turning into a bucket of piss. So, it's up to us to get the bleach out. Yeah, fuck all that shit, man. I don't like that toxic shit. You know, like, how do you expect your kids, right, to achieve things in life when they hear that they're talking to their mother like shit? You know, so they think that's the way you speak to women. And these little bastards grow up slapping the face off women. Do you understand? There's nobody like me on YouTube. You know, no competition whatsoever fucking ever. You know, I'm a 1%er. I'm a 1% of a man that said, here, enough's enough. I'm not having no more violent cycles in my family. I'm gonna burn that motherfucker to the ground. in order for the greater good, which is putting your hands on women, children, or the elderly. Here, there's no middle ground, there's no 50-50 or ask the audience here, alright? You know, this is about ethics and morals. You know, how can you call yourself noble when you act like that? Get the fuck out of here. Here, you know, I see you kind of cunts coming a mile away. None of you have fucking integrity. Mate, that shows you. And you are the company you keep. Why do you think I don't go on panels? With all them sleaze balls. That's what they are, yeah. Sleaze balls. I said it, I'm what? Do something. Promise me a good time. Hey, you failed as daddies. I'll give you that. Well done. Hey, full merit for failure. No problem. But that was a bucket of shit last night. You know, and all these people, and listen, I watch. I mightn't say anything. Doesn't mean I'm not watching or one of me mods isn't. I heard everything, and you know what? I agree with Dave what he said 1,000,000%. Like he's our fathers. You know, when you're acting that way. Mia, I'll split your head if I hear you say a word about disabled people. You know, that's just morals, my morals and ethics. It's morally wrong for you to put someone down or slag someone, even joking with a disability. So therefore it's my job to put your face on the pavement. You know, hey Lou, but man, I tell you, right, you know, animals like that, right, are the reason why kids, when they grow up, end up acting like animals because they've seen their daddy do it. So it's okay, right? It's YouTube, you can say what you want, right? Fuck that shit. That only works on you if you're a boy still. You know what I mean? I don't see many man qualities in fucking 89% of YouTubers. There's no talent. You know, they're just on there to make money, to bully people, you know, to sit on their fucking hog arse and just milk it. You know, and it's sad. That's the next generation of fucking leaders here. There ain't gonna be much fucking leading done, I know that. That's why I said it's, you know, very insecure people talk them kind of words about disabilities. Hey, I'd love you for 5 minutes in a cell and I'd show you what I think of people who speak about people that have disabilities. Hey, you'd be a bit here. I would leave you with a disability. How about that? Just for the rest of your life so you could say, fuck me, I should never have said that. Now look at me, I can't walk. Hey, there'll be no more fucking Forrest Gump. You know, cause you'll have a fucking hump. You know, after a little bump. Yeah, not to bump you two. Not to bump your thinking either. I'll bump you off a fucking cliff. Or I'll bump you out an airplane. Be great that, without the parachute. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm fucking watching the vintage, yeah, he's not fucking killing me. Now listen, I do not want to know, I'm fucking, like I said, hey, there's certain people on here I'll never buy coffee for ever again. Nah, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? See, sometimes people poke up their ear. I'm fucking fed up of people being racist, prejudiced, without people, look at, you know, you try to, don't sugarcoat it, say it for what it is. You know, you're a bully, you're toxic. Your daddy used to beat the shit out of your mommy, and that's why you treat your missus like shit. You understand? You treat your missus how you would your sister. You protect her like you would your sister or your daughter. Yous are animals, some of you.
Wanted to get around that you held back the money because you had second thoughts of other roads. Sit down. You could only live to see it, to be there with you. But I wouldn't give for 20 more years. Here we are, protected. Free to make our profits without a key fob to the goddamn Justice Department and the FBI. 90 miles away, partnership with a friendly government. 90 miles. It's nothing. Just one small step, looking for a man that wants to be President of the United States and having the cash to make it possible. Michael? You're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Ooh, ah. Don Corleone. Now listen here, I don't want no part of that shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, here. Shout out to all the hard men on YouTube, all the bullies. Shout out to all the failures as daddies. Here, how is your children ever going to become law-abiding citizens, noble gentlemen that don't strike women when they're drunk and then they say, oh, I'm sorry, I love you, that's why I did it. Really? Now that's why I say I'm a 1%er on YouTube. I don't fuck with class A drugs anymore. If I get a few diazes, I fucking bite the hand off them. But other than that, I prescribe them, I don't abuse them, I don't abuse any of my medication. You know, I'm just here for one destination. Zion, Wagwan, Irie, Rastafari. Here, Zion. I'm a big fan of Neo's work. And Trinity. Trinity is bad, man.
Nervous on the trip.
Uh,
Can I get a drink or something? I thought maybe we'd go out together.
no, well, Raymond, Mel, some of these are a pain in my arse listening to them. They're wankers to you. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, it's up to people to fucking say something. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are afraid to say that in case they're not allowed on a poxy panel. Here, if that's what your panel is about, you can stick YouTube up your arse. You know what I mean? Let's have a right, yeah. Just cause you're a cunt doesn't mean generations of your fucking wasted fucking premature ejaculation fucking shit. No talk goes into it. No talent goes into it. Hey, do you know what? It looks like the country's looking at generations of bastardos. You know, because if you're a bastardo, that means you have no males in your life that are role models. You know, that if you fuck up, they're there to say, oh, what did I tell you? If you fuck up, happens. Don't make me take away a Wi-Fi password. Okay, remember who wears the pants in this house? Your mother. Yeah, do something. But, you know, I'm just glad, like, hey, maybe it's 'cause I'm Irish, is it? No problem, Raymondo. Guys, listen, yous are the audience. You know, yous are enable some of these people without yous even knowing it. Now, at the end of the day, if you don't think last night's shenanigans was a bucket of piss, here, fucking don't talk to me. I've been telling you this for how long? You know, many toxic platforms. Fuck it! Many platforms is left on YouTube that's not toxic. Mine. You see, when I speak to men listen to me. Now, I'm not talking about YouTube, I'm talking in my community. The one that matters to me most. YouTube is an app, my friends. Remember that. Right? There is no... What I've seen of the so-called men... Here, there's not many men on YouTube that have big platforms. You're a hillbilly, right? You're Yogi Bear, right? I'm Boo Boo. Right? That's the only bear you have in you. Yogi or Boo Boo. Fight or fly or bite. You understand? Now, yeah, I've got a bit of everything in me. I'm a bit of a fucking mongrel myself. But one thing I've always been a big fan of is not being a fan of alcohol all my life, because I've seen what I've done to men. I've seen what I've done to soldiers after they come back from battle. They hit the bottle really hard because they can't put the smell out of their head. The images, seeing kids being blown to pieces, legs everywhere. You know, over there, right, you know, when an IED goes off, okay. You know, you just pick up legs, what have you, and everything gets fucked into a bundle or in the back of a van, and then it's sorted through DNA. And you know, when you're a soldier and you see a baby, like with no head on, like, you either turn to drugs or you turn to alcohol, and it never goes away. And you know, it's like, it's fucking, that's the horrible thing about war. You know, in war, what do you have? Casualties, a lot of them. And like I said, fucking a lot of these wars, some of these kids that are going to war, that's what they are. They're kids, they're not men. And there's a thing called shell shock, right? Now let's say you're running towards the fire. Everybody else would be going that way, and I'd be going that way, man, you know what I mean? Fuck it. All you need is a pair of binoculars, a few extra clips, a couple of extra grenades, and I don't mind if I get shot, you know, that's me job. That's me role, like as a soldier. I'm not there to sell tobacco, you know what I mean? You're there to fucking, to fight, you know? And what's a soldier's number one role? To survive. Do you understand? But what I seen last night, Mayor, doesn't surprise me. I know what the calibre of characters these men are. They are fucking animals. Here, do you know what? That's too good a word for wankers like that. And here, if you've got an issue with me, I'm on Instagram, right? And we'll talk like men. Don't need your whole teams to back you. If you've got an issue with what I said, you're a fucking sheepdog. You know, you're a bum. Your children will never be anything. Your grandchildren will never be anything. Think about what I say to you. Intuition. Education's the way forward. Educate your children so they don't end up as ignorant. Don't let the fucking children's fucking ear. Is it fair? Children should fail because of the fucking sins of the father. You know what I mean? My father won't let me fail. Me heavenly father. You know. And over time I have prevailed. Yeah. A 1%er. Now, shout out to all the men that teaches their kids to be men, that raises them to have respect for women, for the elderly, for everybody. You treat people how you want to be treated, and it's your fault if your kids fail their education. You can blame here. We've all fucked up some things in our life, yeah. But here, if because of your failures and your lack of ambition for your kids, they're going to be nobodies. Not just on YouTube. I'm a known on YouTube, but you know, in the real world, I've seen things. I've achieved things. I've helped others achieve things. Greatness along the way, believe it or not. You know. You keep talking to me, you bastards. So how fucking treat him? Which one? That one keeps getting jammed up. And this one, yeah, it's jammed up enough for me, mate. Nah, but like I said, yeah, like, the next generation, you know, like your grandkids and shit like that, think of their future, you know what I mean? Like I said, I had a great lad, I have a great lad, and here, it wasn't all roses, you know what I mean? He had to put the work in to get that degree, you know what I mean? And here, you have to put the work in to getting a fucking degree, you know? So, I made sure my lad had a chance. He did the rest. You know, he learned how to become a man in Liverpool because it's the hardest city in the country. And some of the best people in the world live in Liverpool. I'm just being honest. I've lived over here over a quarter of a century, and, you know, the Scousers and the Yardies are my favourite people over here. I get on great with everybody, you know what I mean? It's like an in my community as well. Hey, not the YouTube community, in the real world community. Some of these kids, like I said, they're achieving Duke of Edinburgh awards, you know, from the Princess Trust. And it's like, it's inspiring for other kids to see, you know? And in Manchester, a lot of the kids want to make it out of fucking this concrete jungle through music. So, like I said, like, it's a very fucking, just like Liverpool, you know, it's famous for some of the bands that's come out of the city. Fucking its football team. Just for the people, man, the community spirit. Now, see Liverpool, man, it's like, there's a lot of, thank God to all the investors in that city, because if it was left to the government, man, they'd all starve to death. You know what I mean? But it's in Scousers, though, hard working people. Yeah. You know, and they want to achieve something in life. That's why I get on with the Scousers. I know, bro, I'm sorry, I just fucking, when I get talking and all, but last night what I did see was fucking upsetting, because it's like, yeah, none of them ever talk about the community. Look at, I already know, you know, it's like, but if you can help your community and the young men in it to achieve through education, you know, teach them about addiction, like here, everything in moderation. Teach them the right way. Cocaine isn't the way forward. You know, it'll fuck up your mental health as you get older. Cocaine psychosis. Has anyone ever heard of that before, guys? Cocaine psychosis. Yeah, that's why I've told loads of me mates, and I've helped a few of me mates from a life sentence as side effects. You know, but anyway, back to last night's caper. I have to agree with Dave Smithers all day long. And you know what I mean. He's got the bollocks to say it, and he's a hard working fella. He is. I like Dave. You know what I mean? It's like, but he's only saying what everyone else is thinking. And the same people that are criticising other people, they're doing the exact same thing. Here, you're just as fucking liable. You know, like, don't claim to be noble when you're not noble. You know what I mean? Men like me stand up and say, here, why would the fucking be talking like that? But they're afraid in case you won't get on that panel again. I won't be allowed in that chat. Here, if that's how YouTube is, here, knock yourself out. I'm gonna try put a few fucking decent people together. And people are getting braver on a daily basis. Getting more courage. I'm bleeding close to soul now. Pablo, thanks very much for coming in, brother. But like I said, I won't stand for any of that shit, you know, because I believe that only a mother can learn her son certain things, but only a father can learn his son certain things. How to be a fucking man, you know, how not to lay his fucking hands on a woman or his children. End of story. You know, it's like, and if that's how yous are, you know, your kids are gonna fail. Now, I'm not just talking about your kids. I'm talking about your kids, right? Like, if you have bastard sons, how about that? And you're happy with that? Knock yourself out. Let's see where it'll lead them to. Because he has no guidance, no structure, no plan of action in place for his future. Do you understand? And yeah, you can hate me all you want. Why hate me? I helped me lad get to uni because I fucked mine up. Now, because I helped him get to uni, he's helping hundreds of kids every day that have autism, ADHD, learning difficulties, cancer, leukemia, spina bifida, multiple sclerosis, scoliosis. Some kids that have to fucking breathe to move the wheelchair. Breathe with a little fucking straw like that. To go forward and to go backwards, and you have cunt slagging kids with disabilities. I'm thinking it's a joke. It's not a joke thing. You know what I mean? And it's no minor, you understand? Yeah, you see, I left Dublin a long time ago. You know. And I've raised a man worth being proud of, a man that's going to travel the world. He's already travelled a little bit, been to Sri Lanka, Thailand, jockeying elephants. It was fucking brilliant. Well, I wouldn't say jockeying him, he was sat on top of this elephant in Sri Lanka, man. The elephant sat right down in the water, you know what I mean, and fucking got his trunk full and blew him off the top of the bleeding yoke on the elephant, you know. But he went as an exchange student, right? And he said to me, Dad, he said, I've never been so humbled in my life. To eat breakfast, to eat rice for breakfast, for dinner, for tea, and for supper. With a bit of flavoured fucking yogurt sauce or whatever. Not much meat, you know. Very, very simple people, very humble people, like, they survive off the land because, if truth be told, you know, they don't have a lot of work options because of education and the lack of it. Now, my lad went over there to teach English, you know, and he went around some of the refuges, and it broke his heart because he's seen some of the refuges and some of the kids like were dying, and you know, it broke his heart, but it made me realise he was a man, and you know, so he was an exchange student in Sri Lanka, and he done a little bit of travelling, and I'm delighted because he's living the dream for me, because you know, I always wanted to travel, you know, and that's what the military gives you, you know. You can travel with them, you know, and hold your head up high everywhere you go, you know. If you're a bin man, be a world champion at it. Be the best bin man in the world. If you're a fucking line operator on a loading bay, be the best at it. Do you understand? If you're a burglar, be the best at it, right? If you're a bank robber, be the best at it, right? If you're a father, be the best at it, right? Now, being a father means making sure that your son knows right from wrong. Make sure that he knows respect, manners, honour, principle, pride, integrity, decency, morals, intuition, ethics. Do you understand? Never answer your fucking elders. You know. Otherwise, you're a sheepdog and you ain't raised by a real man. You see? I might have failed in my life, but my life was to make sure my kids didn't fail. I'm living the dream. Me and my lad are very competitive, and I told him, he says, what do you want? And I said, a degree. For now. And I got that. And he's a head lead youth worker, so, you know, he's very busy. He's like a 7-man team underneath him. And they do their best. You can only do your best, you know, to help the next generation. You can tell them, leave your attitude and your weapon at that door, because you're not allowed in here with either. You're either here to learn, to grow, or get out, because we don't want you distracting the other good kids. It's like getting a barrel, you hear the term, you know what I mean? One bad apple can turn the lot rotten. And that's true, so that's why you don't have anybody that's going to hinder or hold back these children's ambitions, whether it be to go to the military or box for their country or fucking be some kind of athlete, you know, with qualifications, with knowledge, experience, you know. And when you use your influence and experience to help others, you know, like I said, there's a lot of unfortunate circumstances where a lot of kids are raised by a single mother and they have no role model, or they've no male influence in the house. Like if you start answering your mother in the house in front of me, I'm gonna correct you. Do you understand? But if I'm not there to correct you or to be your daddy, you don't learn how to be a man. You learn how to be just like everybody else. You know, no control, no structure, no plan of action, nothing. You know, now, that's because you have no father figure in your life. So you think you can behave the way you want. So that's the difference there, guys. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the bastards out there. Without an influence. Shout out to Dave Smithers as well.
What? Come on, what?
You know, I respect people that are brave, that have mental health issues and aren't afraid to fucking say that. It's like I respect people who think what happens from today
Now, can't you give me a straight answer anymore?
could change my child's life, could make his life before it even begins if he has a plan of action. You know, primary school. Find out what you want to be, what you want to do. I knew what I wanted to do from 6. But that wasn't meant to be. And sometimes in life plans can go out the window. You know. Oh, sorry about that. But like I said, I back Dave all the way with what he said about last night. Like the community that we're in, yeah, we should fucking stand up and say, here, you cannot say shit like that. You know, but people know it. I'm fed up with people enabling a lot of cunts on here. You know, like I said, you couldn't fucking hold my jockstrap. I knew many years ago I had to put in a life's work in order to achieve greatness. And together we achieved greatness, me and me lad. You know, I guided him, I helped him the best I could and taught him how to be a man. I taught him the fucking few fucking qualities you need in order to be a man. A noble man. A law-abiding citizen for starters. I don't want you to be like your dad. Use that. Do you understand? Use fucking that. Your intuition. You understand? And I couldn't be more prouder because my gift to the world is my son. Now, because in my head, I fucked over humanity by selling drugs in a community where it led to the downfall. Like, and here, you can take me off the street and within an hour there's 10 people to replace me, right? You know, and it's a fucking vicious cycle. You know, and I was like, you know, when you're in jail, right? When you're in jail and your partner has to bring your child up to see you, right? And kids don't understand, right? And my lad tried to fucking grip hold of me and the screw dragged him out of my arms and I fucking cracked the screw and I got battered and what have you, you know what I mean? And it's like when I went back to my cell, I was in my cell, right, and the fucking ground could have swallowed me up, right? Hey Stevie. So, yeah, jail's not a nice place and a scary place. Now, it was scary for me because I was in Banda County, you know, I'm from Ballyfermot and they sent me to Mountjoy. That was like a death sentence for me if certain people had to get in their way with me. You know, I know, like, yeah. But anyway, shout out to Sam McGuire and young Martin Cal. Only for them two, I wouldn't have survived in that. Yeah, no chance. You know, but I still managed to see an old friend in there that took me mate's life, so I tried to take away his eyesight. I missed. You know, in the heat of the moment, adrenaline and what have you, and I got battered for that as well. Fucking cell rush, man. battered me. But like I said, I made the decision that day in my cell and I went, alright God, it's me again. I know I've not spoken for a while, but I need a favour. Heavenly Father, if you get me off this gun charge and drug charge, just get me out of the building like Elvis. And I promise I'll never sell drugs again, Class A drugs again. And I've kept me part of the bargain, you know, and he blessed me with an amazing son who's a giver, he has to say, do you understand, it's either in you or it's not, and he knows the benefits of education. He knows he can travel to Sri Lanka, to fucking Thailand, to Madagascar, to the fucking Antarctic, and it wouldn't surprise me one day if him and Kenneth O'Driscoll climbed fucking Mount Everest despite me. Kenneth O'Driscoll is turned into Terminator. Holy fuck, there's not a thing that guy cannot do. I'm telling you now. If I was in the fucking the pits back in Roman times, never mind Danny Christie beside me, I'd have Kenneth O'Driscoll beside me, man. The guy's a real life gladiator. You know where? Right. Sometimes I do see his Instagram posts. Morning everyone. He's out in fucking Holt at 5:45 in the morning, diving into the water. You know what I mean? The native lemurs, yeah, they're lazy looking bastards, aren't they? I always mix them up with sloths. They're the fucking things that, yeah. Them lemurs are like little monkeys, aren't they, with fucking grey and fucking white tails. Am I right, Stevie? Tree climbers. Big swingers. Speaking of Stevie, what's happening on YouTube? You know, like, I wish Ronan never started that whole acrobolics, because it set off a chain of reactions. Here, I'll show you my paperwork. Here, there it is there. That's my paperwork. You know, here, I answer to God and to Dons, not to Amadons, you know. It's mad, like, I don't watch YouTube, right? And I watched this morning, right, for the first time in I don't know how long. I actually watched a little bit and I was like, nah, wow. I can't believe, like, what I witnessed. You know, but like I said here, I've no time for people who enable other people. You don't even realise you're doing it. Every time you mention DGH, right, you're giving him airtime and you're also putting money in his pocket. And that's all he's on here for. You know what I mean? And if I ever seen him on the street, I'd slay the bastard, or he's gonna cave my head in. One or the other. One of us is gonna get hurt. And I know he can have a go. And it'd be like a little challenge for me to beat his fucking face in. See, I'm not like Dean, I'm much quicker than Dean. And I'm more springy on my feet. And I'm technically a much better fighter. And other gypsies have said that to me around here. You know what I mean? Bro, you should have fought him. Why though? You know why? So I can get a few fucking views on YouTube and think I'm a celebrity. So get up out of that, you fool, you. You'll do nothing. Anyway, we're watching The Godfather. We're chilling. Yeah, I'm doing me cold turkey, I'm doing me ribs, Stevie. I've been off the hard stuff for a week, the Haribos. And I'll tell you what, bro, I don't know whether I'm gonna make it or not, Steve. You know. The old Haribos, bro, I think they're gonna be the end of me. But last night's performance just proves everything to me, you know. that I can't just leave right now, can I? Not when it's just getting interesting. Shout out to everybody last night who made a show of generations of their family. Your children will never be anybody if you act like that way around them. If you act like that on YouTube, I can imagine what you're like in your own home. You know, your kids are always going to be bastard children because they may as well not have a daddy. That's why your kids will be bastardos. You know, educate your kids. You know, give them a fucking chance. You know, to get on the board even. And then let them do the rest of the hard work, but you need to get them there. And in order to get them there, yeah, you have to be respectful to your elders, to your coaches, to your peers, you know, to your community. Simple. We have rules on this housing estate. It's called monopolitics. In truth, my housing estate, it's there. Yeah, know that. I know my role. I don't need to act like a tough guy or a hard man because I'm certainly none of the above. But everybody on my housing estate has seen me fight. And if they haven't, their daddy hasn't. Or it's been their daddy that's ass or been whooping. You know, and that's how I got respect in my community. Like a few other guys, you know, because we will not tolerate all that fucking bullshit talk and what have you. You know, you're either, listen, school's always in session, regardless, anytime I'm online. You know, school will always be in session, whether I'm doing the learning or whether I'm giving a lesson. You know, I'm 48, I've been there, done it, been to jail, been sectioned, all that. And there's nothing big or clever about it, you know, because you embarrass your fucking mother and father. You know, and some people are alright with that, I'm fucking not. You know, so, you know, like I said, it's a special feeling, you know, if your lad comes from the housing estate and he gets off it, you know, he's another statistic. You know, but it's nice when it happens because I know he has a chance, you know. And he's a gentleman as well, he's a lovely soul, he is, me lad, you know. He hasn't got that killer instinct that his dad has. You know, it's there, Steve, he's still there, you know. But, oh, nice one. He got just shot in the face with a 22, he shot him above the heart. Perfect shot, will you just drop your cunt? Yeah, but Steve, isn't it up to us to show them the way? We know the right way and we know the wrong way, bro. You know, I call on any has-been around the country that's in the YouTube community. Yeah, do something to help your community if you can, anything. Even get one of the kids off the street to go to the gym. You know, and get me up. There's only certain ways some of these kids are gonna make it. And it all involves your hand. Right? Either that way, like that, with a microphone. You know, because like I said, a lot of these, for instance, now, alright, I live in the community, right? And all the kids, they like Bugsy Malone and H and Meeks and fucking Jordan McCann and fucking all these guys, yeah? Now, when Welcome to the Hood by Bugsy was made, he had to kind of get permission off a couple of people on this housing estate. Let's say. It doesn't just work that way, you know. You can't just turn up on someone's block and think you can shoot a video without asking a couple of the boys first. That's how it works. He didn't need my permission, I'm just saying. Long story short, the geezer brought like 200 t-shirts with him, fucking caps and shit, and signed them for these kids. And some of these kids were crying. You know, 'cause he's the hero. He's from here. And he got off the block, and now my man's in Hollywood then. You understand? Hollywood. Relax, don't do it. Yeah, Hollywood. And he's come off the block. Come off the block, Moss side, you know. My housing estate has the same energy. That's why my postcode is the toughest in the city. This city is a concrete jungle. It'll either make you or break your life. It's what you make it. Stand up. Can you take it? Get on with it. Instead of faking it. Yeah, it's all about making it. That's all that matters. No matter what it takes, right? And trying to steer your only son to education. And I don't think he believed in himself enough that, and I made sure that he believed in him fucking self. Here, you're not gonna end up like me. No chance. You're gonna be a someone one day. You know, and I'm living the dream because he's doing my work in a way, because he's helped his community and the community that he lives in now. Every day, there's not a day that doesn't go past where somebody in that centre has autism, ADHD, even Tourette's, learning difficulties, kids that see their ma getting beat up off their dad because he's come in drunk, and he promises he'll never do it again because he loves you. That's why he did it, like, you know. And some of these kids don't even have breakfast. But thank God, my lad and his team think ahead, you know. Like if these kids come to fucking the centre at 9 in the morning, you're having your Rice Krispies, your cornflakes. Do you understand? Like I said, some of these kids up in Liverpool, the system writes them off because they're attacking probation officers, social workers, prison guards, police, first responders, ambulance services, and it's a very dangerous city, Liverpool, but you know, the people are the soil of the earth, and knowing that my son went to uni in that great city and is a head lead youth worker and he's helping kids all around that city. He's working on changing legislation, policy and restrictions in Liverpool. Do you understand? My fucking son Stevie, thanks for coming in, bro. You know how proud I am, bro, because he's a leader of men. Do you understand? And that's the bar, Stevie. You know, like I said, I have mates on the other side of Dublin that are running Cherry Orchard Running Club, representing Balliol. I have me auntie as you know, Carmel MacDonald Boone, who opened the fucking Ashleen Centre, yeah. Carmel MacDonald Boone, me dad, sister, my auntie. Because alcohol and dirty bastard priests abused her, Christine Buckley, and thousands of survivors that went in the convent system and the Christian brothers, and they were abused by them dirty animal priests. So, my auntie, her bit, because her soul was ravished, she opened that centre, the Ashleen Centre in Dublin, with Christine Buckley. My family helped society and victims and survivors. They go from victims to survivors. You know, and here, if your husband's a bastard and he's beating you, we've got accommodation for you. He will not find you. And if he does come to find you and he wants to act like a tough guy, we can facilitate that behaviour too. Yeah. It's called one of the pleasures of the job. Do you understand? Like I said, man, I have a very diverse family of helpers who give back to society. You know, whether it's me son helping half of fucking Liverpool and the kids up there, 'cause he loves kids, you know, and he knows how easy it is to fall through the net, 'cause he grew up on the block, on the manor, on the ends, on the corner, the estate. You know, it doesn't matter. Just 'cause you're from somewhere does not mean you are stuck there. That's where choices and intuition comes into play. Now, because I fucked up, I was extra hard on him. Now, I never hit him. He never seen me raise me hand to his mother, ever. He heard me, he would have heard us having arguments, shouting matches, but violence he never witnessed, you know, 'cause I had to break that cycle. And I knew very young, if I didn't make a decision, that my son would grow up a bastard also. So, I chose that he wasn't going to be a bastard, that he was going to be a somebody. He was the son of a bastard, you know. Well, I had a dad, but still a bastard. I've been called much worse, so we'll just go with bastard. That's one thing I made sure my only son wasn't. You know, his father was in his life, all his life. His father was beside him on the stands in the Stratford end at 14. Living the dream, Stevie. YouTube is what it is. It's toxic, it's a bucket of piss. And everybody is paying and buying cunt's coffee. I will not buy a cunt coffee on here. Like I said, this has never been about money, Stevie. It costs me money. You know that money, people, if the other person buys me a coffee, it goes directly out to other people. You know, I love people, Stevie. You know, it's like, but last night I was like, you know what, I've had enough. You know, who the fuck did you think you are? Look how green. See how green the grass is and the leaves are? You know, trees need leaves. You know, just like fish need food. Yeah. Here, what you want for fucking breakfast? Honey nut, Rice Krispies, cornflakes, porridge. Here, where are they gone? Has someone taken them? Yeah. The old Haribos are gone out of the drawer, so that's saving me a bit of a fucking problem. Fuck off with that coffee, mate. Get over there. Yeah, I drink a lot of fucking coffee, look. Yeah, fucking loads of it I want, look, fucking everywhere. Fucking standing on top of each other and all. Dominoes. Tiptoe, dumpa-dip-toe, dumpa-dum-bum. Whoop-a-dip-over, a-dip-toe, dip-a-dip-boo, dip-a-dip-boo, dip-a-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Cold drinks, do-do-do-do. Yeah, look at, I'm trying to fucking lose weight and these cunts have fucking chocolate cake and fucking, you know what I mean? Plus, I take, yeah, a supplement. But, let me stick a sup of cocoa water. Tiptoe up at the bow. But like I said, yeah, your kids are gonna end up becoming woman beaters if you watch last night's episode of the shit show being YouTube and all of the abusers on there who think it's a laugh and a joke. Yeah, well look, I'm not laughing. I'd be ashamed of myself. See, people lie but camera doesn't. You know. Anybody who thinks it's okay to slag anybody with disabilities that have kids, yeah, your kids should be taken off you because you're damaging them. You know. But, hey, should the kids fucking suffer for the sins of the father? You know what I mean? The sins of his bastard father who hasn't been raised by any decent role models, do you understand? With quality and stock in them, you see. Winning is about everything, and the difference between winning and losing is that much. It's only small. You know, now you think, when you're younger, if you get a degree, you're gonna make your ma proud, your dad proud, even your granny, even if she's not here. You know, you're gonna make her proud, you know. You're gonna make all your family proud, you know. No way, you know where Jude got a degree, or Dylan got a degree, yeah. Mia, did you ever think it was gonna be any other way? Nah, like I said, man, I've helped some of these youth that have grown up now and they're their own gardener. They have their own garden and, you know, like I said, people, every has-been out there should use their influence to guide and to kind of use the method of encouragement on the next generation, the youth out there that are fucking wearing the man bags, on pulling wheelies and what have you, and fucking, you know, and sometimes it's that you can't reach them, they're gone too far, you know. But you can try, right? At least, look, even try it. If it works, it doesn't. If it does, it's beautiful. But if it doesn't, you know, at least you know you give it a whirl, right? So, yeah. But last night, now, guys, you need to wake up, you know, because yous are fucking, see all these fucking enablers and all these abusers of women. Significant risk to women and children, you know. It's like, and yous are all okay with that. Well, I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. All these that think they're celebrities, you know, like, just because you have a channel doesn't mean you're a celebrity, you know. Shout out to all the greedy bastards on YouTube who couldn't give a fuck about the community. All she cared about was their bank account, you know. And it's sad to say, there's a couple of scousers that are taking the piss, man. You know what I mean? Use your platform, man. You know what I mean? Say, yeah, I'm not allowing this in my fucking life. And if you don't like it, fuck off. And unsub to my channel, fucking take your membership, I'll refund you. Fuck off. You know, like I said, yeah, choose what you want to do in life. You know, before it chooses you, and you haven't got a choice then. You know, it's heartbreaking, because I was one of them kids, yeah, that used to nick cars and fucking rob bikes and fucking ram raid locations when I was younger. Now, with the bigger lads, but like I said, one thing my mates know me for is me balls. Me balls are legendary, allegedly, right? But you grow up, you know. Like, I watched me lad go to uni, and I held me grandson 3 weeks ago. You know, it's like, if you want to act like a tough guy all your life, fair enough, knock yourself out, but don't play the tough guy. Because there's no role you can play, you can get yourself hurt really bad. And then, it's like, your ma's gonna be crying, you've only gone and upset your mother, and your sister. You know, you're there and you have drips coming out of every orifice. And you're there now, look at you now, you did that. You made me do that. You know, but like I said, YouTube is YouTube, but nah, I don't agree with all that shit. You know, disabilities and all. Anybody who criticises or mocks anybody that has a disability is a swine hunt. And you already know what's coming. Oh, alright, little fella. Calm your fucking feet down. Fuck off a minute. The old fish food, you know. Yeah, I feel like feeding a few people too, the fucking fish. You know what I mean? Just, I'll tell you what, like I said, man. People are doing this for entertainment, like it's a fucking soap. And you have regular people watching you. Yeah, I don't watch soaps or EastEnders or anything like that. Coronation Street. I still know watch a good old documentary. I watched one the other night that I've seen ages ago. It's called Icarus, or Icarus. It's all about Lance Armstrong, you know, being stripped to 7 fucking Tour de France. You know, it's the hardest fucking race in the world, you know. And he got caught for using pets, didn't he? You know what I mean? You can't cheat, you know, but the Russians had found a way. You know what I mean, and manipulating the tests for years. You know, 99% of Russian bastards were on steroids. They fucking, you know, now. Yeah, I watched, like I said, I watched a documentary, what's it called, what was his name? Like Evil Genius was very good, Murder Mountain was very good, Fear City was very good. I like a good old documentary, you know what I mean? But anyway, how are you, Mr. Devil? How are you all doing, guys? But nah, listen, like I said, it's YouTube. YouTube's gonna do whatever it wants, you know. Like, even form their own narrative, like a vicious circle of toxic people who have never achieved that in life, you know what I mean, never took any responsibility in their life for anything, you know, and never wanted to make generations of your family proud of you and your children. You know, because education, my friends, is the way forward. Not selling drugs. I know. And yeah, cannabis is a gateway drug right now. And if you have teenagers and you're worried about them taking drugs, yeah, and you're trying to look for signs and all, you know, there's easy ways. Like, you can tell your lad's smoking bud, because as soon as he comes in, he'll go for all the snacks, all the sweet stuff, whatever. But not all the time. But you'll be able to smell it off him and his clothes. If you're not a weed smoker, you will be able to smell weed off
Any
him.
crime whatsoever.
And here, don't like your man.
To any criminal conspiracy.
You know what I mean? She's only there to help you.
Mafia,
Here,
Cosa Nostra,
your mother
whatever
sometimes
name
becomes your mother and your
is
father.
that the name of it?
You know, and I feel sorry for any lad that has grown up without a male
It is my right to do
role model in his life. You know, see me, my dad was a disciplinarian. Now, you know, if I smashed someone's window, he'd frog march me up to the house to apologise. He'd pay for the window, and then I'd pay for the window. Does that make any sense? Hey, I'd pay too.
I'm sure we're all fighting.
You know, and not our pocket money or whatever, because we didn't get any. You know, I had a meal on my table every night, right? I had a house over my head. I had a warm bed. What did I need pocket money for at 13? You know, so if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to find a way to get it myself.
10 to 1 shot, he said. 10 to 1 shot.
You know, I liked earning, and it was an easy thing because people trusted me at 13 enough to mind the odd parcel here and there. You know yourself how it goes. That's how it all starts. Welcome to Underworld Dublin.
I'm going to shave you myself in the morning.
Yeah.
You're going to look respectable for 50 million of you.
Well, here, listen to what your man tells you, dad tells you, right? Because they love you, right? I know your mates might tell you they love you on the street. Mia, like I said, if you don't make changes in your life will make the changes for you. Or your lifestyle, or your life choices, intuition, you know, intermission. Yeah, we have a vision. Yeah. Getting our way to uni, never missing, just like precision. Yeah.
Roth. He engineered it, Michael. Frankie went to make a deal with the Rosado brothers. And they
Yeah, I'm watching the fucking Godfather 2 here. Nah, but like I said, you know, like Dave speaks from the heart. You know what I mean? And I've seen Jerry chaired it, Fighting Irish, and I've seen, I watched it, and I was like, fucking hell, man. It's like, and now you get toxic people giving Dave shit over that. You know, listen, I must hit a nerve. This is what I'm saying, when you hit a nerve on somebody, they'll make a reaction video now. For over 5 years, I never done reaction videos to this fight, that fight, to the fight that never happened, to the fucking, you know, it's like, and I never ever done reaction videos, or I never tagged anyone in the name of a video or whatever, but that'll change from today. Yeah. Like I said, I just need to know how to attach it to my YouTube so I can fucking put you all in the fucking, every time I do a video, all the people that come in and out of here, the last 12 months, not 5 years ago. You know, the last fucking year is what's important to me. Like, and there's loads of ways you can support me or the channel. You can buy me a coffee, and you don't even have to buy me a coffee. Come in and say hello to the people in here, because there's some decent people that come in here because they know that it doesn't get toxic and there's no fucking screaming and shouting. It's like, because, you know, YouTube has enough platforms that are like that. They're breeding ground for trolls, and if you say anything then, you know, you get trolled. You say anything in your life, it gets taken back. I purposely say things in my life when I see certain people coming in my life, because I know they're the modern either A channel, B channel, or C channel.
I swear to God, I didn't know this.
Johnny O bumped into me in Beverly Hills.
He said that he wanted to talk. he said that you and Roth were in a big deal together, and that there was something in it for me if I would help him out. He said that you were being tough on the negotiations, but if they could get a little help and close the deal fast, it'd be good for the family.
My dad
You believe that? Sir?
drilled manners into me.
You believe that?
Not the right
There's
way,
something in it for me, on my own.
but
Always taking care of you.
I'll tell you what he did with Lemmy, to respect me elders,
You take care of me.
and always have done from day one. You know, we're not gonna argue with someone older than me, unless it's necessary, you know what I mean? I'm not perfect, like, but I have got morals and ethics, and I know if something's morally right or if it's morally wrong or immoral. In fact, you know, it's a bucket of shit. All I can see is YouTube. You know, everybody thinks that they're tough. Everyone thinks that they're a celebrity because they have a channel. And once you have an ego and you think you're better than everyone else, you have something which is called an inferior complex. You think you're inferior to everybody else. You're inferior to dog shit. Nobody's better than any cunt on this platform. Do you get it? Or in life. YouTube's a nap. Sort out your life. You know. Instead of interfering in business that has nothing to do with you. But you want to be one of the boys, don't you? You want to be popular. You want people to like you, right? People see through people. And I read people. I've done it.
You're nothing to me.
I started doing it because I was tortured by my so-called friends, and
I don't want to know you or what you do.
I had an interest in it. Violence.
Hotels.
You know, what men are willing to do to friends over money.
When you see our mother,
You know, I had my hands tied. I was on my fucking hands and knees. I swear on my brothers and sisters' graves. On my hands and knees. Hands tied behind me back, feet tied. I was like a hog, except for I was kneeling. And I was getting punched in the face. They had a fucking balaclava over me without the fucking eyes. And I was getting cracked in the stomach, Raymond? I was getting cracked in the stomach, getting cracked in the face. And they had a hood over me, I couldn't catch a breath. And then that was taken off me and a plastic bag was put over me head. And tied around me head. And I could hear them counting. And they got to 47 seconds. I was drowning on my own sick. Do you understand? My eyeballs nearly drowned me in sick. My eyeballs were suffocated in sick. My eyebrows, my hair. You know what I mean? And they were laughing and I couldn't breathe. And when they took the bag on my head, man, it was full of fucking sick. And then I got a crack in the face with a wheel brakes for getting sick on one of their shoes. And they were laughing, they thought it was hilarious. And then for the courtesy, they kicked me out of a moving van. We must have been going 35 mile an hour, because the cunt said we were going 35 mile an hour. It's something you don't miss. You know, when you're fucked out of a moving van and a rock or a stolen burnt car breaks your fall. Thought it was funny they did. You know. Who's that? One sec. Hello? Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Alright, sweet, bro. Sweet. Nice one, honey. That was the pizza guy. So, pizza is en route as we speak. And I'll tell you what, it's some of the best pizza you'll have in Manchester. In fact, it's some of the best pizza you will have in the fucking world. You know, the texture, the consistency, it's fucking beautiful. It leaves an amazing taste on your palate. Now, the only thing is you can't leave a fucking, what's it called?
You a member of the Corleone family?
You can't,
Did you
yeah,
serve under
you
the
know when you
General
leave a nice
Commission
comment or reply, whatever it's fucking called.
and did he
Deliver
Corleone
woo.
also known
Yeah,
as the Black Bag?
woo. Yeah. Tell you what though, this week, Devil Raymond's fucking bang on, man. Everyone that comes in here, bro, nobody fucking causes trouble. You know, if the truth be told, bro, a lot of survivors come in here. You know, and mental health means a lot to me, you know. And if another man can't help another man without asking for something in return, he is a cunt. You know, I've been trying to help people and give advice ever since me gazebo fucking blew away. And Raymond, I'm fucking holding you partly responsible for that because you and Harlan, and Rob the bastard, all you, once I killed that pig, as soon as I killed it, and it was on a Friday, I remember this was a bank holiday weekend, yeah? So, I kill a bee, right? Now I'm allergic to venom. Not venom, what's it? You know that shit? Bees, arses, stings, whatever it's called, yeah? I'm allergic to it, right? I blow up, yeah? So I seen that coming to me and I just had to take it out. You know what I mean? Because I would have taken an allergic reaction fit, one of them things, yeah? You know where I'm on the ground doing a funky salmon and all cause of a bee. Fuck that. But you know when I killed the cunt, yeah? I had me phone, me new phone, 15 minutes, yeah? And I fucking let it drop. I'd snap me bank card, right? Something else fucked up that. Oh yeah, and then the gazebo blew away. Yeah. Let's get the fucking elephant out of the room. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is me shit gone? All you could see was me flags on the ground and a fucking table. No fucking gazebo. I'm like, yeah, someone's fucking done that to wind me up. I was talking about mental health then and the importance of man helping man. Without looking for anything in return. You know, if you can't help your fellow man, you're a cunt. Anyway, wait, we're waiting for the pizza. Well, we're waiting for a delivery. Yeah, it's some of the fucking... Well, Raymond, you fucking... I don't know what you're laughing at, bro. You know, it's fucking you helped. See what I mean? Like I said... It's not funny when your fucking shit fucking blows away. Right guys, give me a sec, pizza sale. Hang on, pizza sale. Can I just get them cakes then? Sliders.
I want you to know I'm very happy for you.
Mom,
I suppose I am
Sue's there, you know.
smart, so I know you'll never be here. No, I'm not going to say it.
Some things that I could talk to you about. Some things that have been on my mind.
I think it's too
Yes, I can you okay, yeah? Yeah, man, you got flat, yeah?
I promised myself I wasn't going to say anything.
What?
Who's that? Who's that meatball?
That's, do you know, Thingy who's just died? John's nephew?
Yeah.
That's his dad.
Who's nephew?
Thingy that would come to you out, but, what's it called, man?
Not
The kid that died, man, AJ's mate, and Cassie's mate, what's it called? Lewis.
yeah, I know.
Lewis's dad.
Okay, that I
Lewis
didn't
is
know
dead.
that. Anyway, let's see what the pizza's like.
What?
Pizza.
What the fuck is it?
It's alright, Bro, do us a favour, knock out them bastard lights in the room. You know them, you're not using them. Any.
There's nothing on there.
Them, what do you call them? Starry bastard lights.
There's no lights on me.
Yeah, man.
Michael,
Eh.
you just got blind, Michael. Look what's happened to us, Mike. My God, look what's happened to our son, Michael.
Well, listen, that was all over a B. So, here. Yeah, don't kill a bee because you get bad luck. Don't kill one over the bank holiday weekend or you'll fucking drop your phone, break your bank card, and lose your gazebo went away in a weebo. Like. Anyway,
You only go tomorrow, you're not going to the black ones. Is it there?
Mark Stevie said, will you sing us a song?
What?
Sing us a song, he
What,
said.
messing about for real?
He's a drama queen. No, just like get to the thing, you know. He can't sing, I told him that, but he doesn't listen, so what can I say, Steve? I told him to go on the fucking, what's it called, the X Factor. But, you know what I mean, he hasn't got the nutsack to do it. You know what I mean? Will you fuck off with your own more? Get out.
Do you expect me to let you go? Do you expect me to let you take my children?
What's
Don't
more?
you know me?
You get out. Yeah, fuck get out. Tell us, Stevie.
That I've used
He's a great voice. Yeah, he's got a great fucking head as well for bowling. You know, he's got a fucking bad back though.
So what are you doing? You're just changing a few bits.
He's a fucking
Is that it? And then what? And then come
big woman.
I know you blame me for losing the deal.
Sorry, good. Yeah, sorry about that.
What that meant to you?
But anyway, pizza's dropped. Pizza has landed. So, like I said, it's fucking. You can get a weed quicker here. You know what I mean? And just in case you're understood,
Strength to change.
come and drop me off a bud.
Forget about this miscarriage.
Yeah.
And we'll have another child. And we'll go on. You and I. We'll go on.
But listen, like I said, what I saying this morning, what went on last night. There's too many people that are fucking abusing fucking people on there, thinking that disability is a fucking joke. You know what's funny about it here? Do you ever see your sister crying her fucking eyes out? Or you ever see your brother crying his eyes out? Or your missus? Because your kid has autism, ADHD, Down syndrome, learning difficulties. You know, kids that are dying with, kids that come from Alder Hay Hospital, go to a certain particular centre where there's a lot of visuals and they have a rock climbing thing and they have a lot of activities to do in the centre, you know. There's 2 big fucking football courts, 2 big tennis courts, all indoors. It's like, you know, and they've a lot of activities because a lot of these kids that come, they'll be in wheelchairs and carrying drips with them alongside, you know, their mums, their parents and what have you. And you see these kids like, you know, smiling, you know, laughing their heads off, bald. And they're the ones laughing and joking. You know what I mean? But they don't have a lot of time. You know that kind of way? So, Make-A-Wish Foundation, I'm a big fan of their work. Because, like I said, Make-A-Wish Foundation is about giving a child their wish before they pass on. and then God lets animals live. You know, and he takes away kids. Where's the justice in that? If we can't help each other, Raymond, we may as well all walk in front of a train, bro. Because it's been proven. Studies have been done from Russia to Korea, from Korea to fucking Timbuktu and back. Men choose money over humanity. Men choose money over friendship. Men choose money because they're greedy. They're never satisfied with what they have. They're always wondering and saying, I haven't got this, I haven't got that, or I haven't got that. What about what you have right now? What's important to you? Family? Money? Which one? Love? Honor? Adele? Would you die for love or honor, Ray? You know, our Lord said it. Money is the root of all evil. And no, alhamdulillah. Anyway, men choose money over friendship. Fact. And I see it on YouTube every day, every night. I see right through you. You're a sheepdog. You see, shepherds tend to notice these things because shepherds know the high ground they can see is all. Yeah, it's nice.
You like that?
Where's mine gone?
What do you mean?
Where's the two things gone off there?
I haven't heard the two things off there, bro.
I'll probably, but I'm gonna put them back there.
Wow, what was there?
Remember the card my missus got me with the photograph of me and me ma on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, like I said, last night's shit show just proves that men choose money over friendship. They choose money over morals and ethics. Now, I don't know what household you grew up in, but the one I grew up in, you don't mock people with disabilities. Here, you don't even joke. Do you understand? But it's YouTube, you can say what you fucking want and do what you want, right? Yeah. Sheepdogs. That's what you are, a fucking sheepdog. You know. And your kids and your grandkids have no chance. If that's how you act on YouTube, and your kids are there in the background listening to you speak the way you do, listening to you mock people the way you do, they're gonna grow up women beaters just like you. You see, because they're gonna think, well, me dad beat the shit out of me ma, so that means I'm gonna treat women like shit, right? Yeah, I have a cousin, right, called Glenn Stevens, right? The same cousin is married, right? My ma had a sister, yeah, has a sister called Carmel, right? Carmel Stevens. Now, I have 4 cousins that boxed in the Commonwealth, right? Glenn Stevens, Paul Stevens, Michael and James. They're all boxers, right? The Stevenses. Fucking, what's that bleeding name? Lorraine, I think, is married to Derek O'Driscoll. But up that way, anyway, cut long story short, yeah, he's coming home from town, Stevie, yeah, and he sees this, well, his missus that he's with at the time, sees this fella belting fuck out of this girl, yeah, and she had a bump on her, bro, you know what I'm talking about. So, his chick said to him, go over and sort it out. I'm just saying, alright, Mark's there, I was telling about Glenn, seeing some fella hitting a girl. What happened?
What, when yeah, she was getting a bit of a slap. My cousin's gone over, said to him, listen, fucking leave it out, mate, this, that, and the other. The guy took a swing at him, so my cousin's hit him in the jaw. Tried to hit him in the jaw, sorry, missed his jaw, got him in the neck, busted his neck wide open. The guy's had a fit and died.
He fell.
So not accident.
Yeah. But he still got charged with manslaughter.
Manslaughter, well, yeah.
Because you seen a fella hitting a woman. That's against the rules. You can't hit women and kids. And you certainly can't disrespect elderly people in front of me, you motherfucker, because yeah, I'm the real deal. I will seriously hurt you. And I'll get pleasure out of it, and I won't feel bad for doing it. And you will have to kill me, because I'm not so far to a fighting man, but I tell you what, you'll know you're in a fight if you ever stand in front of me. Like I said, see them, they were made to defend me and my family if need be. I was learned to fight as a kid, but I learned how to defend myself as a man. I've had boxing in my life, Stevie, all my life. It's kept me grounded, kept me. I wouldn't say I'm in shape. I'm far from it, but like I said, I can handle myself. That's about it. And my community will vouch for me on that. I don't take shit off none of these little cockroaches. Listen, now you fucking roll around here, yeah? Get in line. Because, like I said, this housing estate is run by us. How about that? Us! My housing estate is run by the Irish. By the Irish. Motherfucker. Yeah, like I said, this community is run by the Irish. My people. Half gypsy, half countrymen. And when I say men, I mean men who like a fight. You know, I used to do pad work up in the gym. Tutorials with the kids because my hands are so fast. And my hands hurt too much now, you know what I mean? These kids like that hitting the pads, we want them to become the next Olympian. You know, it doesn't matter, Mia, as long as you're on the board, you know, a bronze is the least you can do. But here, we're going for G here though. You know, we're not in this for bronze medals. Who remembers anyone who wins a bronze medal? But if you win a gold medal in the Olympics, that's something. Now, that's something that'll get you off the block. But what I love about fighters, they come back to their communities and they help their community. You know, you look at all the different fighters. Now, not many do it, you know, but I love the Smith brothers, man, in Liverpool. You know, I remember watching Paul fighting the Contender, man, years ago. I've a lot of time for the Smiths, like the brothers, man. Very respectable lads, man. I've met all of them. Yeah, they're nice lads. And like I said, may I see Liverpool, right? They're celebrities, they're real celebrities. Not YouTubers. Although Paddy the Baddy is a fighter / YouTuber. Shout out to Molly Meatball. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I fucking love the way the Scousers are, you know what I mean? Like me, did you see that knockout, Stevie? That spinning elbow. boom, get up out of that, man. She fucking, what a knockout. I was like, yeah, fair play to you there, Stevie, man. Now, like I said, here's the thing, Stevie, right, whether we like it or not, sometimes we have to fight when we don't want to fight, you know what I mean? And people push us into a situation where if I fight, listen, if you've a wolf backed into a corner, the first one of you to step over that boundary is getting bit, and I'm biting, and your mate's not gonna get you on me, and if he does, I'm gonna take a bit of him with me. And that was the mentality back then. But Ray, I've got a grandson, and I worry for him. This bucket of piss we call the world, where men won't help anybody unless they're getting something in return, Ray. Like, am I blind, or am I the only one seeing this? You know. That's the problem. There's no point in thinking and saying, oh, did I fucking say something? CMA Chief Mechanical Engineer. Wow. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Chief Engineer! Wow, I bet you're fucking loaded, you cunt. Fair play to your damn man, that's some role, that. It's a big job, it's an important job. It's a very fucking cold job. See them railway workers, man, they're up at fucking 2 and 3 in the morning, man. I watched a few programs about trains. In fact, fuck it. Alright then, yeah. I like watching stuff about trains. But not just trains. Do you ever watch the world's most dangerous journeys? When they're going through Pakistan, fucking Afghanistan, right? Where on a regular basis they have to clear the road, right? The road being from the mountain, you know what I mean? I was watching it, yeah? This fucking guy, oh man. This guy got out of his car, right? To help a geezer clear the road. And he had fucking camera, you know what I mean? And you see the cameraman looking up and he's like, is that stones coming down next to what you just seen here? Big fuck off, a big rock. It was like a boulder. It was like a baby elephant without the trunk, you know, but I had some tail on it, bro. And I hit the road, man, hit a man's car. Boom! Here, it was like a man hitting a child. The thing just went off the mountain. You know what I mean? It's like, and he's like, he's gone fucking mad. He's kicking off over his phone. Your man's like, your phone. You could have been in that. Only for who stopped my vehicle. Here, you should be kissing my feet, you cunt. No, lass. Praise to me. I saved you. And all you're worried about is your phone, then. Yeah, how about you go down and get it? Do you need some encouragement? Fuck off! You know, that kind of way, but... speaking of deadliest journeys, I love watching shit like that, you know. It's very educational. Yeah, my fucking phone, man, this car. Like I said, the camera went up. Hang on, I'll get it up on the telly now and I'll show you. Ninth Battalion King's Regiment. Hang on! Hang on. Oh. Hello? Thank you very much. Yeah. Parcel. We all have a bleeding story as well, Steve. Well, I know what I'm doing. And you know something? I'm supposed to be cutting down. You know what I mean? But in all fairness, this is just me. This is still my first joint. Second. Second, is it? Yeah. Stevie. YouTube is full of toxic people. Now, I'm going to do a shocking truth live later on at 6 o'clock. And I'm just going to say how I feel, and I don't care who it offends. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's not many men on YouTube, and the ones that claim to be noble, God-fearing men, you're lying. What are you lying for? You can lie to the world, but you can't lie to your ugly face, can you? You know what I mean? You need putting in your place, and your box.
Okay. So what's going on?
And you isn't directed at one individual, it's directed at every motherfucker that thinks it's acceptable to make fun of people that have disabilities. You know, it's like for some people it's like a life sentence. What is funny about that, Don? What's funny about it? You know, what kind of fucking breeding program is going on in your camp or stable? Where I'm from, we try to inspire kids. You know, life is going to be tough enough on you. And you have cunts making jokes out of disabilities. You know, what if your child was born with autism, a rare form of autism? What if your child was born with lymphoma? You know, what if your child was born a conjoined twin? You know, people would say it's a burden, it's a fucking curse. It's not. It's a fucking gift. God only blesses those who he believes have a special future ahead of and everybody who's lucky enough to be on the journey with them. Now, I have family members that have a lot of fucking labels, like one being autism, another being cancer. You know, and life is hard enough, and you get wankers putting people down, like what I seen last night. It just proves, you know, there's not many men on here. You know, role models to your children here. Would you say I fit into that category? A has-been that turned his back on that life in order for his kids to have life. And when I say life, I mean generations of the stuff. Education's the way forward, and my kids will always know that. That's the bar. No exceptions. No cutting corners here, boy. You know, anything that's worth doing is worth doing well. And if you're going to be a champion of anything, you know, use it in your life and it'll help you. Don't answer your elders, listen to your teachers, your coaches, your peers, people that are putting their fucking time and effort into you because they believe in you when everyone else fucked you up. You know what I mean? When your friends deserted you. In fact, it was me that deserted me friends, because me friends fucked me over heroin, over drugs, always over drugs. You know, so it is what it is, right? That's all you can do though, like, but anybody that knocks anyone that has a disability isn't a good person. You know, you don't make fun about disabled people. You know, this is all about morals and ethics. You know, do you know the amount of people out there that have kids that have autism, ADHD, Down syndrome, kids that are in wheelchairs, kids that don't smile? Do you understand? And then they go into a special centre that has like a special fucking day room with visuals and, you know, a lot of stuff, because a lot of these kids, they'll never have a regular life like their kids, you know, because of their label or their illness. And a lot of these children go to Alder Hey Hospital, and, you know, some of these kids, like, you know, that Make-A-Wish Foundation, it's like, it breaks my heart even when I think about it, man, you know. Like I said, life has a way of humbling you, and rather than being humbled, just be humble, be noble. Don't hear, you cannot say you're a noble man and a God-fearing man when you're charging people all that money. I'm gonna get 50 people together, that's all I want. 50 survivors, that'll do me. 50 pence a week. How about that? 50 pence a poxy week. You know, this has never been about money. At the minute, it's about sustainability, whether I want to be part of this community or not. You know, because in order for your channel to grow, you have to go to this channel, and I don't think I'm prepared to do that. You know, I don't want to sit in dirty water with a load of rats. I just don't. I don't play well in that environment. I'm sorry, but fuck YouTube if that's what it's like. You know what I mean? And I've been watching for years, and it's the same packs of fucking cunts that strength in numbers, and two of them are Scottish bastards. How about that? You ain't even Scottish, you should just call you English. But, you know, there's arseholes in every community. It doesn't matter whether you're Irish, English, Scottish, Albanian, Russian, Chechenian, Polish, or Indian, Muslim. It's all around me. Leaders all around me. Men all around me. But I can't do it on my own. I'm gonna need help. But Stevie, do you know what? Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for technology, but it's stolen our children's lives. You know, when we were kids, Stevie, we had a ball and we were playing heads and volleys. You know, goalposts for jumpers. You remember them days, Stevie, where you used to see the girls kick the can or get a bit of chalk and write out a chalk bed, and remember the shoe polish tins that they used to use? You know, Stevie, I want you to tell me last night, who do you think was the instigator in that last night? Because I didn't watch it all. Alright, not even the instigator. Who do you think kind of showed himself up last night? Raymond, I'll even ask you, and like I said, look, I'm asking you this question. I'm asking for your opinion, whether it's just me or whether do I need to leave. You know, because I'm fucking fed up with it, bro. You know, I feel like going up to that bedroom and tearing the whole thing down. You know, because I don't want to be part of this community. You know, I'm happy with the people that come in. You know what I mean? But like I said, Raymond, can you fill him in? Here, in fact, anybody who was in that live last night, can someone fill me in? Long story short, please. Just to see if somebody else has a different opinion. Because, like I said, I don't watch YouTube. But like I said, when it comes to children and disabilities getting fucking torn to shreds, that's not cool, you know. It's not cool at all. You know, like, who are we kidding? Like, if we cannot control our own, if we can't control ourselves, you know, how are we expected to control our children or the next generation. Like, if you think it's funny if your lad calls you a bollocks at 11, there's nothing funny about that. That's disrespectful. That's called insubordination within the ranks. You understand? Keep your own house in check, soldier. Well, Stevie, that's why I fucking, like, you need a break every now and then. You know, like, some people seem to have something to prove to the world, that they're a big tough guy, but they won't let anybody speak. They have to shout over everybody because that's the only thing they can do. Now, if you've an issue with a man, you know, no point in screaming da 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 da. You know, dialogue, you know, and it takes two to tango. And I can dance, motherfucker, with the best of them. All day. Twice on a Sunday. And I'm a fucking unhealthy man. But I still have a healthy appetite for destruction. Do you understand? Organised chaos it is nowadays. It's not like it used to be, where you could drag a copper off his horse and fuck him up without seeing your face on Crime Watch the next morning. Nah, look at, like I said, you know, I put all my life, I've sentenced myself to challenging bullies. The bigger the better. Like, if he knocks me out, fair play to him, but at least I had a go. And you get more points on your housing estate, and then the kids know that you're the real deal. You're not just talking. When the action speaks louder than words, and I've helped a few kids get off this housing estate that have gone on to uni. And see, that means more than anything. Other than the legacy I leave for me kids, for the shoes, them to fucking try fit into. But they're already there. You know, I'm living the dream. My lad's already got the degree and I have a grandson. You know what I mean? So, you know, things could be a lot worse, guys. You know, I'm very lucky. I have a lot more support than the average person. You know, like, my two brothers live with me, my sister's down the road, my children come and see me, I have an amazing missus, you know, and I have purpose in life again. Like, YouTube is just like, it's like, don't get me wrong, mental health has always meant something to me, and I do this from the sake of my mother and my father, to try, like, you know, talk about it. Like, my dad always said to me, Jude, I could never talk about my childhood, but I can, and if it unburdens me and sets my soul free, that's a W. Even a blind Stevie Wonder could see. Yeah. Anyway, look at, everybody knows who's a decent character on here. You'll never be one of the chaps or one of the fellas. You're a sheller. You'd sell your arse for money. You'd sell your granny, you'd even sell your donkey. You know, it's like, and here, listen, donkeys need love too. Shout out to Donkey Sanctuary in Manchester. If you ever here with your kids and they like donkeys, go give it a visit. You know what I mean? It's run by donations. So if you're ever in Manchester and you're a donkey lover, or you're a bit of an ass yourself, go see the Donkey Sanctuary. It'll change your life. Oh yeah, and visit the History Museum and the National Geographic Museum in Manchester. Well, that's what I call it, because it's like walking into the fucking, you have fucking whale carcasses over your head and dinosaurs put back together. A fucking Tyrannosaurus called Rex. You know, normally you call you a dog Rex, but here I seen a fucking, this was no dog, this was a hound dog with a fucking spinal column, with a shitload of vertebrae and big teeth. Yeah, his name was Dinosaur. Yeah, Tyrannoceptus. whatever he's fucking called, Jurassic Park. Eat your heart out. Now, Stevie, look, Raymondo, we'll just carry on doing what we're doing daily, right? And like I said, right, I'm not wasting my time. When I get 300 subs, I'll probably start bringing a few of you on, you know, cause there's a few of you that have a story to tell, you know what I mean? I care about me mod stories, so that's where we'll start first. And here I have a load of mods, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of when. It's just like the timing right now, it's not the right time. It's like, you know, not for me in any way. It's too toxic, too futile. It's like it's juvenile, you know, it's embarrassing. You know, that's why, yeah, a lot of these people, or children, will never make it in life. They'll beat women up and they'll think it's okay to snort cocaine, you know, to sell drugs. But it's alright. You know, it's only YouTube. You're allowed to smack fuck out of your missus, aren't you? Anybody that ever puts his hand on a woman is a cunt. Now, I'm not perfect. I broke every fucking law in the book, nearly. Everyone. You know, you're looking at a man who shot his own brother. I wasn't well then. I'm a bit better now. So what to do to an outsider, you know, especially someone who bullies women and labels kids and thinks it's funny. Any of you wankers have an issue with me, I'm on Instagram, anytime you want. Don't do it on YouTube, and if you're that tough, I'll meet you. No fucking problem. Do you understand? I die for this community. You know? And only for the men on this housing estate wouldn't be a structured laird. Nobody runs my housing estate. There's loads of gypsies on it. Hey, like I said, we're all one big happy family, and that's how I like it. Rules. There's rules on this housing estate. If you rob someone's house on this housing estate, you will no longer live on it. If I catch you trying to sell heroin to people on my housing estate, I'll take your shit off you, right? And I swear to God, I'll stick it down your neck, and you will swallow it, or you'll snort it, and see how you feel. And that's what I'll do to you if you sell heroin on my housing estate. Now it goes on, you know what I mean, but like I said, you know, there's rules. Otherwise there'd be carnage, organised chaos, you know, but like I said, I love this community, and there's a lot of other people like me around here that love the community as well, and you know, it's prospering, you know, prosperity is so happy, not just on your housing estate, in your own house. But like I said, you know, I love this community because, the truth be told, just like L5, here, you won't give this postcode funding either, lad. You know, it's fucking bad, you know, where it takes me to come to this country, have a son, get him to uni, and for him to be a head of lead youth worker up there doing the job he's doing. Some of these kids, they've tried to take a swing at my lad. You got that one for free. Do it again, go on. Here, hang on a fact. Come in here, in here where there's no cameras. Go on, take a swing at me. I dare you. Go on, I'll give you the first one for free, go on. Go on. Pretend I hurt your family. Put everything into it, go on. And when he takes his hand back to swing at me, mate, I will rock bottom him. You know. Know your damn role. What's your name? It doesn't matter what your name is. You know, if you smell, you know, what my fist is cooking. Now, Steve, like I said, I always wanted to be a head lead youth worker, right? I always wanted to be a drug worker. I would have been a great fucking key worker. You know, because I've educated myself about heroin addiction, mental health. It goes. It's just like you can't have cereal without milk. You can't have coffee without milk. And you can't have tea without sugar. It'll help you change your life, yeah. But it's a long ass road, you know, and it's very hard to stay sober. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm a hypocrite. I mightn't be an alcoholic, but look at, it's like every day. I have yardies next to me that make lovely pizza. The smell of it. Wagwan, Harry. Yes, Leroy. What's going on, my Dan? You having some herbal tea, you know? Wagwan, you have some? Go on then. Okay, my Dan. That's what I get called. Irie. Irie. My nigger. That's what he says to me, you know what I mean? My Irish and all like this, you know the way Jamaicans are. And that's what he says. He calls me my hen. And I'm like, you know, it's just a mutual respect thing, Ray. You know what I mean? It's like his ma was with an Irish, or his dad was with an Irish woman, you know? It's like, so he's half Ireland, half Jamaican. Yeah, what? Wagwan. You want some rice and peas, you know? Man, some rice and peas, you want some? Go on then. You want a bit of jerk chicken? It's like, bro, your jerk chicken looks like fucking, it's been in the Holocaust. I'm sorry, but I'm not having it. You know what I mean? It's jerk chicken, bro. It's born chicken. Wagwan, bro, man. Oh shit. I'm going to meet it. Thing's gonna do it. My phone's gonna die, so if this dies, I'm fucked. It's probably gonna go. But yeah, like I said, everything is wagwan, Harry. Me got some pea and rice in there, you know. Me fetch you some, my dog. And I'm like, go on then. He said, I have some fried banana. You want some? I was like, nah, bro, you're good. He says, you have to have some of the plankton. The what? Yeah, plankton or fucking whatever it's called. Go on then, Leroy, I'll have a bit of that, you know what I mean? Why you say? I was like, bro, I'll have some. Why you say? You know what I mean? We have a comedian here, you know. And I'm like, bro, listen to me, you're killing me off here. Either you're gonna give me some of your peas and rice and your fucking fried banana so I can fuck off. You know, but like I said, yeah, they love the Irish. You know what I mean? I know what a fucking is. See, this cunt, he's always contradicting me, but it'd be fuck without Google. You know, so here, Stevie is taking over Google. Down here, if you're ever fucking... Do you know what? I'm just gonna... He should make up his own search bar. Like that, look. Like his fucking profile picture. Instead of using... If you're looking for a new search engine, use Stevie Google. Yeah. And here, he's quicker than fucking... What's his name? He used to be in a wheelchair. With glass. Stephen Hawkins. Yeah, he even fucking has the same name. You know. But, nah, listen, men, I want you to listen to me if you're listening to this afternoon, this evening, tonight, tomorrow, through the week, next month, next year. It's not alright for men to knock people with disabilities. It's not okay for men to joke about disabilities. It's not manly. It's unmanly. It's not just unmanly, it's unethical. Do you understand? It's morally wrong. Okay? Just say no. No means no. And everybody has an arsehole, remember that, world. And remember that YouTube is trying to destroy itself. It's like, you see, it's like a snowball that starts 10,000 feet above the air and rolls down a great structure called Mount Everest. And as it picks up speed, the ball gets bigger. It picks up more speed. Villages start getting wiped out. Dead people. Everest. Yeah, long story short of it. Stevie Wonder probably helped build fucking Everest for all we know, for fuck's sake. I'm wondering, is he the almighty? Fuck me. I'm almightily grateful to have you on board. Like I said, I think Raymond's been the last one to jump or to dive on. And like I said, Stevie, there's still a good part of YouTube. You know, Raymond, there's still a good part of YouTube. Now, sometime today, if you get a notification of Straight Out Balliot 2, I want you to sub to it if you see it, because that's my second channel. I have two channels, Straight Out Balliot, Straight Out Balliot 2, and I have a target to hit, I have goals to hit, you know, I have an audience, a certain audience to hit, and that's the survivor audience. Not that I'm a fucking victim, feel sorry for me. I'm a fucking survivor and I'm standing tall. And I do not want to be part of your shit show. End of story, man. I'm taking my ass to a live where it's chill and calm and people are made feel fucking welcome. I encourage us all to sub to each other. You can buy me a fucking coffee. You don't have to buy me a coffee. Come in to me live, because some of the people that come in are gentlemen and ladies. Or ladies and fucking gentlemen, because I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not interested. I could call every fucker out. I could clickbait loads of motherfuckers and I could hit me targets and me goals that way, but why? It's not my fight. You know, I'm concerned about myself and the survivors I have on my team. And the rest of the people, if you're not down with that, that's on you. Okay? I forgive every single individual man, women, and children on YouTube that have never grown up because they've never had their mommy or their pappy. So, because you've no pappy, does that mean you'll always wear a nappy? You'll never be like me, one of the chappies. You know, I don't make the rules or the laws, I just implement them and employ them. You know, like I said, this housing estate, there's calm on it. It's not like Cherry Orchard Avenue. You know, it's our control over there. But you know, my housing estate here, it's there. Because me and a few other like-minded people want our community to prosper. We want to see the youth in the environment following their dreams, listening to their peers, their teachers, their coaches. You know, it doesn't matter what your mates say. In 20 years, a third of them would be dead or in jail. And you'll be on your way to living the best life you've ever led, because you'll be educated, and they'll only get you so far, and that'll only get you so far, but that'll get you a seat at the table. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live. There's no solution without confrontation. Shout out to YouTube's Coffee Nation. I'm not too sure, bro. I just seen Dave fucking Smithers, like he was saying, like, you know, some of these are fathers, you know what I mean? And in all fairness, their children should be taken off them, because it's not too late. But if that's who your role models are, this country and every other country we have, where we have fathers who think it's okay to teach your kids that it's alright to laugh at people with disabilities. It's okay to make fun. Listen, I'm fucking educated, yeah? Don't try a diversion tactic with me or try to feint or, you know, like I said, deviant behaviour. Jimmy Savile got it right when he said, monsters don't like opposition. He was telling you he was a monster for years. And because of Maggie Thatcher, he was probably Roger and her, while Dennis was in doing the dishes. Because we all knew who wore the fucking pants in there. I've no idea. Like I said, Expo, I don't know. But like I said, as long as everybody's happy and getting money out of it, right? You know, even they can come. Like I said, now, I never said Expo's live. I'm not sure whose live it was on. I watched a couple of videos this morning. And Stevie, if I was Expo or Karma Corner or the Cesspit, you know, I wouldn't have that on me live, bro. You know, and I wouldn't give a fuck. You know, they want all these people and they try to be devil's advocate, but you can't if you're making money out of it. How can you call yourself God-fearing when you're making money off people? Now, I never mentioned Expo's name, Stevie, you did, right? But now, it could have been on his live. I get on with Expo, I don't speak to him a lot. I get on with Emma, I get on with all the Scousers, Stevie. You know, it's like, it's not my fight, bro. I congratulate Expo on his success. But if I was him, I'd use his influence to reach the kids in his city that my lads are teaching. You understand, when people out of Liverpool should be teaching your kids, yeah, changing legislation, policy and restrictions in your city. What are you doing for your city, guys? And that's to everybody in every city that is a has-been or has a platform that you can use it to fucking change that narrative. You know, too many people want to be a tough guy. You know, you wouldn't last 2 minutes where I'm from. The streets would eat you. You know, and I've always gone on with Expo. I don't know whose live it was on, but if it was Expo has the power to say, here, I'm not having that. That's not right. Now, I don't, in all fairness, Stevie, I don't think Expo would have anybody on his channel slagging people with disabilities. But I don't know, do I? Listen, it's not for me. And it's not up to me to lay blame. But I'm just saying, some of these big channels, they could use their influence on their platform to promote worthy shit, like the kids in the community. You understand? Will you fuck off with your tandoori wrap? I'm pouring my heart out and Raymond stuffing his face with tandoori wraps. I hope you choke on them, you bully. Nah, listen, like I said, I'm glad there's some decent men on here, you know. Not boys, you know, men that I choose to stand beside me on a battlefield. You know, Stevie showed me courage. Chopper, Pablo, Donny, Raymond. You know, they all show that they're brave. You know, now, anybody can pick up a katana, sword, Stevie, and swing it, right? Just like any clown can do that. But you can't take it back once you send it. Whether it be from here or there. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping, Stevie, that don't let all these fucking idiots fool you. That's all I'm saying. Now, like I said, I get on with Expo. I've never had a problem with him. Now, you probably noticed I don't go in there, do I? Did you ever see me on the panel on there, do you? Never. I've never been on Expo's panel. Ever. I think maybe once. Now, I get on with him, and I've asked him for advice loads of times. Yeah, I know. Well, like I said, I'm a dickhead. I'm sorry, Stevie. You know what I'm like, but at least you know one of the good guys is still here. You know, and I'll take him for the team by saying anybody who slags anybody with a fucking disability here, don't speak to me. Do you understand? You're unworthy of my time. Because if you think you're better than anyone else by slagging kids with a disability, here, your daddy or your mommy hasn't done their job right. You understand? You know what manners is? Morals, ethics. You know, there's a line that you don't cross. And it's an invisible line, you see, right? That men do not cross. There is a line, if you cross, there is no return ticket, baby. You have to stay away forever. 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 You have to stay away. You know, there's a line you don't cross where I'm from. And the reason you don't cross it is because if you do, you get shot for it. Simple as. You're are soft in the UK. You know, in Ireland, you say you slag someone with a disability in front of one of the men, here, you are the company you keep. My circle is bigger than a fucking wedding ring. Smaller than a wedding ring, in fact. Sorry. My bad. There's something you don't come back from. And if you slag people that have a disability, you're a bollocks. What do you think, bro?
It's just
Joking about autism, not on here, just fucking.
No, it's not nice. It's just fucking.
Like, and you don't understand, it upsets people, you know, especially mothers.
Of course it does. It's for bullying tactics.
Yeah, I'm not up for that shit at all, guys. But anyway, Raymondo, Stevie, T-Side, who else come in? God bless you for coming in. You know, and like I said, it will eventually get there. You know, but it's the people that I want there with me. On me panels on a regular basis. No point in just having Stevie fucking coming on. Like, I waited for 20 minutes Stevie was on, and I just ended it real, like it was a short one. It was just, you know, I don't want to have loads of people on my panel. I want to have survivors and people that have morals and ethics. And I don't want anybody on my live that enables women abusers, people who are significant risks to YouTube's vulnerable society. I see it. And like I said, there's a few good people on YouTube that have morals and ethics. And listen, I would not be part. Do you want me to tell you something? Why I jumped off the cesspit? Because people were slagging people off with disabilities. Behind the scenes, you mean behind your phone when you get a message on WhatsApp. Lies spread quicker than the truth on YouTube, yeah? And I will not be part of anyone's shit that is toxic. And even if it sabotages my channel, here, I'll take them for the team all day long. I've got family members that have autism. I have a son that the reason he went to uni in the first place was to get a degree in science and social studies, because he had a cousin who has autism, and he helps kids, hundreds of them, every year, to have every kind of fucking label. How about cancer, leukemia? How about all the hospital patients? kids that have secondary. And they go to a centre and you know something, they're dying. And you know they're dying. And they're laughing. And playing like kids. Without help. Now that's a sight. That's something. Seeing a kid that has secondary and she's been given a window about 4 weeks to live and she's smiling and laughing and hitting visuals and you're looking at her and you're like, and you think of all the cunts on YouTube and you look at a kid like that. Now you answer me this. Should the next generation of our kids, should they suffer for the sins of the fathers? Should they? Is that fucking fair, is it? They're going to suffer. If you don't educate them that raising your fucking voice to women, elderly people, or hitting children or hitting women, it's against the fucking rules, Don. End of story. This is about ethics, morals, morality. It's morally wrong to talk about kids that have fucking autism. You know, I have family members with it. And like I said, yeah, I'd go to your door, fuck YouTube, and I wouldn't wait. I'd turn up at your door, man, and I'd wait. And as soon as I see it, it's either me getting arrested or you putting in an ambulance. Or me. Because I'm not leaving empty-handed. You know. Shout out to all the fucking bullies on YouTube. Here, you may as well leave your missus now, because your child's always going to be a bastard. Your bastard son. Yeah, that has learned what from you? Hitting his mum, getting drunk, hitting his mum. You know, all that shit. Fuck that. Where I'm from, you don't hit women, children. Otherwise, you know what can happen? You'll end up with a fucking exit wound in the back of your fucking head. I was lucky. I was given a choice. Even flipped the coin for the courtesy, the bastard. Thought it was hilarious, head or leg. I wasn't choosing the head at the time. I wanted to, but he's fucking anyway. Shout out to all the tough guys. Here, show me your exit wounds. Show me your hands and I'll show you how tough you are. You're not tough, you're fucking bullies that take money off vulnerable fucking people. And you're taking too many liberties. You know, yous ain't God-fearing. All you care about is me, me, me. Where I'm from, there's no I in fucking team or time out. Get on the naughty step, go over and sit on the kiddie table until you're grown. Do you understand? They'll only get you so far. But see that, they'll get you a seat at the fucking table, Don. Fuck you, I'm away, man. You do me head in. Shout out to all the good people on YouTube. Monk, I didn't even see you there. Shout out to Monk. If you're not giving him a sub, give him a sub. If you're not sub to Raymondo, give Raymondo a sub. If you're not sub to Stevie Hawkins Google, I've renamed him. If you're not sub to Emily, give Emily a sub. Do you know, if you're not sub to Lou, give Lou a sub. T-side, who else come in today? Listen, I've noticed loads of survivors are coming in here. And not loads, a handful, but here, I'd sooner have 40 normal, well, not normal, 40 survivors like myself, rather than 400 wankers that just speak toxic, you know. And most of the time it's alcohol or drug and fueled, you know. And if you're speaking like that, acting like that, online, in the real life, you may as well abandon your children now, because you're going to damage them even more. You know, because you don't want them to succeed. How can your kid do anything when you're a failure? And you're insecure, so you have to beat women and tell them you love them. You have to extort people, vulnerable people on YouTube, and tell them you're God-fearing. Really? I'd love to meet you in a church and see which one of us is going for our first, and I guarantee it'll be you. Anyway, I'm a son of Ballier, a soldier Ballier, I'm straight out of Ballier, I'm straight out of here. There's no solution in life without anything. There's no solution without confrontation. So shout out to YouTube's Coffee Nation. Hey, I'm always here at my station, at my location. God knows where the destination.
For the entire nation.
We salute you. The YouTube Nation. Peace. I'm out. Done now.